What's up, family? We have breaking news to share with you today. Biden was just indicted by a federal judge. The court filings made national headline news when it broke yesterday afternoon. Also, we have information that the IRS is pumping the brakes on certain tax credits for Americans. I have the details to share with you in just a moment. But before we get started, I would like to solicit you for your support on my new YouTube channel. I launched it just a few weeks ago, and I would love to get your take on it, as well as your subscription, and hopefully you can go ahead and like a few of my latest videos. But anyways, I would really appreciate it. The link to the new channel will be down below in the description. Now let's go ahead and start with the video. Starting off with a little bit of good news in regards to the latest information in the Hurricane Lee hurricane that is pretty much going through the Atlantic Ocean. It has been doing it for over a week now, and the good news is that it is no longer a Category 3 hurricane, and it doesn't look like it's going to turn into a Category 5 hurricane, but the good news is that it is now a Category 1 storm. So yes, guys, right now they're saying that the path that they currently have being tracked in regards to Hurricane Lee is headed directly for New England and Canada. And yes, guys, this storm is still expected to be a very large and dangerous storm that is headed in that direction. Yes, guys, Hurricane Lee was barreling towards eastern New England and Canada's Atlantic coast as of Thursday and was expected to make landfall over the weekend, according to the latest forecast. And yes, guys, the Category 1 storm, which grew at one point last week to a Category 5 strength, was expected to remain a very large and dangerous cyclone as it continued on the trajectory going up north. But Lee has prompted a hurricane watch to be issued in the state of Maine for the first time since 2008. And yes, guys, like I said, this storm was very massive. It was potentially putting up winds at around a Category 5, but now it looks like the storm has calmed down a little bit and is now being projected as a Category 1. But still, guys, do not underestimate this particular storm. It is very large, as you can see it in the ocean, guys. I mean, this thing is very, very big. You can see that it pretty much spreads from the bottom of Florida all the way up to New York, Massachusetts area. So yes, guys, this storm is very massive. Do not underestimate it. But the good news is that it is now showing up with a wind strength around a Category 1. So anyways, guys, be mindful of that over the weekend, and we'll love to see you back next week, guys. Moving on, guys, we do have some very strange information coming directly from the IRS, in which they put out a message yesterday and stated that they will be pausing the pandemic era tax credits, and they are doing it because there is an influx of fraudulent claims. And yes, the IRS is pausing accepting claims for the pandemic era tax credit until the year of 2024 due to the rising concerns of applications from fraudulent individuals. The tax credit, called the Employee Retention Credit, was designed to help small businesses keep paying their employees during the height of the pandemic if they were fully or partly suspended from operating because of COVID-19. The credit ended up ending on October the 1st of 2021, but businesses could still apply retroactively by filing an amended payroll tax return. Now, a growing number of questionable claims are coming from small businesses who may or may not be aware that they aren't eligible. Because of its complex eligibility rules, the credit quickly became a magnet for scammers that targeted small businesses, offering them help to apply for the ERC for a small fee, even if it wasn't clear that they even qualify for this particular tax credit. The credit isn't offered to individuals, for example, but the IRS is increasingly alarmed about the honest small business owners being scammed by unscrupulous actors and could no longer tolerate growing evidence, questionable claims that are pouring into the IRS. So anyways, guys, the further we get from the pandemic, the further we see the good intentions of this important program being abused. And yes, guys, just a little bit of facts right here. The IRS ended up receiving 3.6 million claims for the credit over the course of the program. It began increasing scrutiny of the claims back in July. It said that Thursday, hundreds of criminal cases have been started and thousands of ERC claims have been referred to audit. So anyways, guys, hey, this is some very obviously this was going to happen because we all know that scammers take every advantage of every single program out there to try to get over on other people, take their money, scam them out of their money, such as what we've seen previously in regards to Americans with their EBT cards. We saw that scammers are pretty much stealing all of their money from the EBT cards without anyone even knowing, because they pretty much put these card scanners on these card readers that are sitting at stores like 7-Eleven. So anyways, guys, this is not shocking, but unfortunately, guys, they are actually cutting out that particular claim because of the fraudsters. So anyways, guys, hope this doesn't affect you out there in either way. But anyways, guys, moving on to some more important news, guys. We did receive some breaking news, some breaking information yesterday. We received information in regards to Hunter Biden, and now he has been indicted on federal gun charges. The president's son was indicted after a plea agreement on tax and gun charges. It ended up falling apart earlier this year in July, and as House Republicans continue to investigate into his finances. Federal prosecutors have indicted Hunter Biden, the son of President Joe Biden, on gun charges according to the latest court documents. Biden was indicted Thursday in federal court in Delaware on 3 counts tied to possession of a gun while using narcotics. 2 counts accuse Biden of having completed a form indicting he was not using illegal drugs when he bought a Colt Cobra revolver in October of 2018. The 3rd count alleges that he possessed a firearm while using a narcotic. The indictment says that Biden certified on a federally mandated form that he was not an unlawful user and addicted to any stimulant, narcotic drug, or any other controlled substance, when in fact, as he knew, that statement was false and fictitious. Yes, guys, 2 other counts carry maximum prison sentencing of at least 10 years, while the 3rd has a maximum of 5 years. Each count also carries a maximum fine of $250,000, which we obviously know that is just a drop in the bucket for the Biden family. But anyways, guys, this particular historic indictment of the son of a sitting president comes after a plea deal that might have ended a year-long probe into Hunter Biden ended up falling apart back in July, and as the House Republicans pretty much launched an impeachment inquiry to seek the bank records and other documents from the president as well as his son Hunter Biden. So anyways, guys, the case right now is being overseen by special counsel David Weiss, who also headed the investigation. Weiss is a Trump appointee who was kept on as the U.S. attorney for Delaware because of the sensitive and unique nature of the investigation into the president's son by the Justice Department, which is a part of the executive branch headed by the President of the United States, President Biden, guys. So anyways, guys, the White House referred requests for comment to the Justice Department and Hunter Biden's legal team. Weiss declined comment on the investigation Thursday before the indictment was actually unsealed to the American people. So anyways, guys, we kind of knew this was actually coming, but we didn't know exactly when it was going to come. And as of yesterday, guys, Hunter Biden has now been officially indicted. So in regards to who's actually been indicted, in regards to who has been in the White House, we have the former President Donald Trump. He has been indicted on multiple charges, on multiple things. I believe he was indicted for 3 or 4 times. And then we have President Biden's son, Hunter Biden, has now been indicted on 2 things, the gun charges as well as tax evasion. So the question is, guys, who is going to be next in regards to being indicted in the White House, right? Will President Obama be indicted for any type of reason? We don't know, but as of now, guys, these are the ones that we can actually focus on because these particular court dates or appearances are going to be happening sometime this year, and some of them are actually going to carry over into next next year as well. So anyways, guys, in regards to this particular indictment that broke news, we did get a response directly from the former President Donald Trump. And it says right here that Trump speaks in his first broadcast interview since leaving the White House. And I definitely want to go ahead and play it for you right now, guys. Take a look at this.
Have the exclusive reaction tonight to those new Hunter Biden charges from former President Trump. He sat down today with our Kristen Welker for his first broadcast interview since leaving the White House.
Mr. President, can you continue to say that there are two systems of justice?
Well, I think there's no question about it. He had a plea deal that was the deal of the century, the art of the deal. You could write a book on it, the art of the deal. And all of a sudden that was broken up by a judge who was able to, a brilliant judge actually, who was able to see through what was happening. And it's a sad situation. I mean, nobody should be happy about this.
More of that interview will air Sunday when Kristen debuts as moderator of Meet the Press, and she joins us now from Bedminster, New Jersey. Kristen, you also asked the former president about the legal challenges that he's facing. You brought up the topic of a pardon, and he had a pretty interesting answer.
Lester, that's right. Former President Trump said it's unlikely he would consider pardoning himself if he were reelected because he said he did nothing wrong, but for the first time revealed he did consider it in his final days in office.
Mr. President, if you were reelected, would you pardon yourself?
I could have pardoned myself. Do you know what? I was given an option to pardon myself. I could have pardoned myself when I left. People said, would you like to pardon yourself? I had a couple of attorneys that said, you can do it if you want. I had some people that said it would look bad if you do it, because I think it would look terrible. I said, here's the story. These people are thugs, horrible people, fascists, Marxists, sick people. They've been after me from the day I came down the escalator with Melania, and I did a great job as president. People were acknowledged. Great economy, great jobs, great this, great that, rebuilt the military, Space Force, everything. I could go on forever. Let me just tell you. I said the last thing I'd ever do is give myself a pardon.
So anyways, guys, as you can see, this is going to be a very good interview, which I believe it is not going to be released until Sunday, I believe on Meet the Press. And this is Trump's first time speaking at NBC right here. So I'm definitely going to be watching that interview right there. So, but anyways, guys, like I said, Hunter Biden has been indicted. The IRS is pausing on some specific tax credits for businesses to pay out their employees. And other than that, guys, hey, that's all we have in the news today. Be mindful of that huge Hurricane Lee storm that is headed towards the northern area, including Canada. So you definitely want to be mindful of that, guys. But other than that, guys, that is all we have for you today. And I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, that's all we have for you today, but feel free to check out some of the items down below in the description. There are a couple of opportunities for you to earn some free money or some free cash, such as signing up with Webull, where they're giving away 12 free stocks after you deposit at least $1. The good thing about it is that those 12 free stocks can actually be worth up to $3,000. So it is a great opportunity. I definitely will encourage you to do so. Also, don't forget to go ahead and check out my new YouTube channel and show your support there as well. I would love to get your subscription as well as hit the little like button for us. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.